hello, Madhatters. It's your girl, Nikki New, aka Nick to New. Let me know if you hear me because I did all of that 35 minutes and apparently y'all didn't hear me. So let me know if you can hear me. Holla if you hear me. Holla if you hear me. Holla. I need a thumbs up. I'm going to wait till you guys give me the okay that you heard me because apparently I did 35 minutes and I looked to my left and apparently my comments don't come here from Instagram. It's a little bit of a lot. Instagram, I'm trying to invite y'all to the party now. Don't get kicked out. Don't get kicked out if I just invited y'all. I said don't get kicked out if I just invited y'all. So I need to confirm that y'all can hear me. Because apparently I did a few minutes of this audio podcast and you didn't hear me. And that seems like a waste of time. But welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's your girl, Nikki New, a.k.a. Nick to the New, a.k.a. Nick Murder. Because I be killing them with the truth. Creative out of Are You Mod, the podcast for the people. I apologize to those of you who came in and you couldn't hear me and you were letting me know that you couldn't hear me. My bad. But let me know if you can hear me now because I'd like to kind of know before I get started. It's kind of a thing. Kind of would like to know if you can hear me. So as you guys trying to enter the room or start to enter the room, I want to know, can you hear me? Hey. Hit it. All right. Shout out to Declutter with Jazz. Thank you for letting me know in the comments that you couldn't hear me. Otherwise, folks are just looking at me and then you're just like, whatever. All right. So I'm going to take it that you guys can hear me this time. I hope you can. Otherwise, we're going to need to upgrade our systems. Okay? So let's get back into it. All right, girl. So, 'tis the season. Jesus is the reason for the season. I started off doing the mind, body, and soul. I'm going to start backwards this time, doing the soul, the body, and the mind. All right? We're going to do soul, the body, and the mind. So if we're talking about our souls, then we're going to talk about the holiday season and how Christmas is upon us. And for those of you who are of Christian faith, then you know that Jesus is the reason for the season. So I wanted to read you all an excerpt that my auntie sent me. I'm going to read it again. Okay. So it discusses Christmas versus Xmas. All right. So let me read it again. It says, Xmas or Christmas? What are the differences in these two words? Are they the same? Let us take a look at this. The difference between the word Christmas and the word Xmas. Christmas is the combination of two words, Christ and Mass. Before Christ was born, many years ago, 25th December used to be pagans' day for sacrifices. Did you know that? Sacrifices. Wow. All right. So later in the year 533 AD, Constantine, the head of the then Roman Church, which is today the Roman Catholic Church, changed the day from Pagans' Day of sacrifices to Jesus Christ's birthday commemoration. He called the day the Mass for Christ, i.e. Christmas. 1. Christ in the Hebrew means the anointed one or the chosen one. Mass in Greek means a big gathering of people. Thus, Christmas means the gathering of people of Christ, his followers/disciples. Then, where did the word Xmas come from? Beware. It's believed that after the day of gathering Christ's followers, it's believed that after the day of gathering of Christ's followers, Christmas became famous and respected worldwide. Jami Rock, let me know if you can hear me. You were here earlier. Were you able to hear me? Please confirm in the comments while you're here. Can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up since you're back here. All right. It's believed that after the day of gathering Christ's followers, Christmas became famous and respected worldwide. Atheists and Antichrist decided to change it by removing the name Christ for an X to mean that there is no Christ. It changed the meaning by reading Xmas, i.e. to mean there is no gathering of Christ's followers. Merry Christmas and not Xmas. X is often used to designate a person / thing / factor whose true name is unknown or withheld. X has nothing to do with Christ. Jamie Rock, can you hear me or not? I see you're here. You joined. Can you comment if you're here or not? Can you hear me? Let me text. Let's see. Hold on. One moment, guys. I want to pause that. Yeah, thanks, Declutter with Jazz. All right, let's keep it going. In the meantime, I'll let Declutter let us know. Have her come back in and see if she can hear. Because now that I've added in Instagram, I think we're at it. It does a little bit more to it. Not sure. But anyway, let's get back to the... X has nothing to do with Christ, the Anointed One. Let's not replace Christ with X. Therefore, as a Christian, don't use Xmas, but use Christmas. Okay? You might have made that mistake last year. All right? Wishing people Xmas instead of Christmas. Why don't you share this message with your Christian friends? God bless you as you help and join in correcting this big error. Merry Christmas! Can you hear me now, Jazz? I can hear you. Thank you, love. You're awesome. Appreciate you, Jamie. Is everything okay? Hope all is well with you, Chubby Rock. I was talking to you. You didn't respond. You just came in quietly. You didn't even greet. I hope all is well. Is everything okay? Because it's very rude for one to come in the room and I didn't say hello. I don't think that is... I know we know better. Anyway, so back to the situation at hand. All right, so thank you all. So definitely start Merry Christmas. If you're a Christian, don't dim the light, don't sugarcoat it, don't dilute it. It's Merry Christmas, okay? Let them say Happy Holidays, let them say whatever they want to do. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Back to the soul. Ayo, AT&T. Let me tell you why I'm mad, son. AT&T, I like y'all to take a moment to step up to the congregation because y'all was out here showing y'all tail this morning. Hey, let me remind you guys that we are spiritual beings having human experiences, regardless of the line of work that you do. Remember that you are a spiritual being having a human experience, which means those who have ears to hear, let them hear. Those who have eyes to see, let them see. So if a fellow sister or brother is coming forth to you and letting you know what the discrepancy is with your own system, you can't just say it's out of my hands. It can't be out of your hands. You're the human being that's behind the system to make sure that these technologies run smoothly. And when they're not running smoothly, it's your job to go to the higher ups and have it corrected. So let me just paint you all a picture. So imagine having an arrangement with an organization and then their system glitches. So then they're like, I'm sorry, it's something that I can do. Actually, that's everything. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to correct the error of the machines. That's why they hired the employees to be present. That's why they keep you all employed so that you can take on these calls. So AT&T, Chow, Abigail, Kanisha, listen, y'all days are coming. And when I say that meaning not in a threatening manner, but more so in a karmic manner. Whatever you put forth out there in the universe, be sure to remember that. Keep that same energy because it's going to come right back to you. If you're keeping a deaf ear onto a matter that you know you should have your ear tuned to, remember, your time is going to come. Okay, it's going to be a time when you're going to be on the other end of the call, hoping that the person hears you as well. I spent 2 hours on the line with AT&T Business today, and I was quite disturbed with the fact that all of them kept their hands tied, even though they were able to see themselves and confirm themselves a discrepancy within their own system, but still continue to just There's nothing I can do. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so apologetic. Like, cut the shit. Where's the guy that used to say, cut the shit? You know, and I know that sometimes these big corporations, they can't do it all. That's why they hired you, the little people, to see and be their eyes and their ears, because they are not able to be present. So if you're allowing the foolery and fuckery to continue, guess what's going to happen to you? All right, now I ain't got to say, but you all know. So I wanted to make sure I told them. I said I recorded the call. They kept me on for 2 hours, but listen, their hands were tied. But you know what? It went on to serve them, to let them know who is in control. You know who's in control? Hey, look at this old. This is so old. I found it. Because this was the same Bible I had to read. I was reading this on the well, they kept me on hold for hours. They tried to play the waiting game. And I was like, listen, y'all, I got time today. Thank God, I usually don't have time, but I had time today because I could tell that there were, we don't battle against flesh and blood, but against principalities. And I could tell that there was something going on. And I don't know what it is in the world. I have an idea as to what it is, but it is okay because you know what? We all know where the power lies. So if you're a believer, you know. And when Jesus says yes, like my girl Michelle said from Destiny's Child, nobody can say no. So let me read the scripture that I read while I was on hold, because it may help you, and I hope it encourages you. Didn't know that I'd be the type to be out here reading scriptures, but hey, this is where we are today. Apparently, I'm here to share the message. So let me go ahead and do that. Matthew chapter 10, because this was definitely an adversity whenever you're in some form of adversity, go to Matthew chapter 10 verses 16 to 39. So let's read it together. Bible alert. If you want to go now. Anywho, let's go. Behold, I send you out as sheep in the midst of wolves. Therefore be wise as serpents and harmless as doves. But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to councils and scourge you in their synagogues. You will be brought before governors and kings for my sake, as a testimony to them and to the Gentiles. But when they deliver you up, do not worry about how or what you should speak, for it would be given to you in that hour what you should speak. For it is not you who speak, but the Spirit of your Father who speaks in you. Now brother will deliver up brother to death, and a father his child. And children will rise up against parents and cause them to be put to death. Don't really know what that means, but I'm sure they'll come to another time. Anyway, and you will be hated by all for my name's sake, but he who endures to the end will be saved. When they persecute you in this city, flee to another. For assuredly I say to you, you will not have gone through the cities of Israel before the Son of Man comes. A disciple is not above his teacher, nor a servant above his master. It is enough for a disciple that he be like his teacher, and a servant like his master. If they have called the master of the house a Beelzebub, how much will they call those of his household? Therefore do not fear them, for there is nothing covered that will not be revealed, and hidden that will not be known. Whatever I tell you in the dark, speak in the light, and what you hear in the ear, preach to the housetops. And do not fear those who kill the body, but cannot kill the soul. But rather fear him who is able to destroy both soul and body. Where was I? Let me feel that. But rather fear him who is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. Are not 2 sparrows sold for a copper coin, and not one of them falls to the ground apart from your Father's will? But the very hairs of your head are all numbered. Do not fear, therefore you are of more value than many sparrows. Therefore whoever confesses me before men, him I will also confess before my Father who is in heaven. But whoever denies me before men, him I will also deny before my Father who is in heaven. Do not think that I came to bring peace on earth. I did not come to bring peace, but a sword. For I have come to set a man against his father, a daughter against her mother, and a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's enemy will be those of his own household. He who loves father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he who loves son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he who does not take his cross and follow after me is not worthy of me. He who finds his life will lose it, and he who loses his life for my sake will find it. So these are the things I'm reading. The girl is coming back on and on. I'm like, yo, y'all keeping me on hold. Go ahead, because at the end of the day, everything that they said they couldn't do, God did it. Drops mic. So that's our soul component of today. Listen, remember, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. Next up, y'all leave this boy alone, okay? Y'all leave this boy alone, because guess what? That's somebody's son right there. That is somebody's son right there, and y'all know Solange don't play. So why y'all keep playing with her? Why do you guys keep playing with Solange's son? Well, this is the body component. So apparently Julez's sex tape leaked out, but at the end of the day, like I was saying earlier, before you guys brought it to my attention that you couldn't hear me, my apologies for that, is that the boy is 19 years old. He's 19 years old. He has a phone, he has the internet, and he is doing what 19-year-old boys do. Okay? Let him be great. Matter of fact, mind your business. Solange saw it. They all saw it. You don't think they're going to correct him you don't think he's going to get corrected at all? Please leave him be. All right? So for those of you that have so much to say, please go ahead and tend to your own children. And if you don't have children, then definitely keep your mouth closed. Because that is not up to you. All right? Whoever is without sin, take the plank out of their own eyes. Something like that. I don't know the official. Hey, official sexy spirit team. I had to be out here preaching, but apparently that's where we at now. Apparently that's where we're at these days, because I just had a word. I'm just like, yo, y'all leave this boy alone, okay? Let him express himself however way he wants to express himself. His mother is Solange, for goodness sake. Don't know the dad. It's not my business at the end of the day. So y'all leave the people alone, okay? Y'all always being somebody. Meanwhile, what's going on in your own house with your own kids? Please. Okay, I'm here to remind y'all we're spiritual beings having a human experience, so let's not forget. Okay, we can be up today, down tomorrow, down today, up tomorrow. Next up on the body component, new COVID variant. A new COVID variant is out. I was reading the JN update from BBC News, so I'm just going to read it again since you all couldn't hear me, but we're back on JN.1 COVID variant. WHO, which is the World Health Organization, says that the charts is rapid global spread. All right, we're going to keep going. A subvariant of the Omicron strain of coronavirus has been classified as a variant of interest by the World Health Organization because of its rapidly increasing spread. JN.1 has been found in many countries around the world, including India. Y'all got to look at my face. Y'all can just look at the headline. Go ahead, guys. Let's look at that. I like it when you just have this, no offense, but it's not all about me. All right, it's about the information. JN.1 variant has been found in many countries around the world, including India, China, UK, and the United States. The risk to the public is currently low, and current vaccines continue to offer protection, the WHO says, World Health Organization. But it warns COVID and other infections could rise this winter. Respiratory viruses such as flu, respiratory syncytial, I can't read right now. Syncytial virus, RSV, and childhood pneumonia are also on the rise in the northern hemisphere. The virus which causes COVID is constantly changing over time, and sometimes this leads to new variants developing. Okay, World Health Organization is currently tracking a number of variants of interest linked to Omicron, including JN.1. Although none of them are deemed to be concerning, JN.1 is spreading quickly in many corners of the world. Okay. It's currently the fastest growing variant in the United States, according to the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, accounting for 15 to 29% of infections. The UK Health Security Agency says JN.1 currently makes up around 7% of positive COVID tests analyzed in a lab. It said it would continue to monitor all available data on this and other variants. Winter surge, JN.1 is spreading fast in all regions, probably because it has an additional mutation in the spike protein compared to the BA.2.86 variant from which it's descended. All right. So for those of you who want to know more, go ahead and check out BBC News and other media outlets that are talking about this variant. It's currently trending on Twitter. Just wanted us to be mindful of that as well. Be sure to get your mask back out if you're not already rocking it. It's a cold winter. Yeah, niggas better bundle up. All right. So what else is there? Because I'm trying to speed this up. Oh, not Uncle Coco. Should I give y'all Uncle Coco? Can I give y'all Uncle Coco today? You know what? I was going to give y'all Uncle Coco earlier today. I ended up doing it on TikTok. I'm not going to hold you TikTok goddess. So since Uncle Coco came up, it's only right. Let's see what we got for y'all. Hey. All right, here's today's Uncle Coco. Oh, y'all getting it today. You get a little daily devotion from Uncle Cokes. Because we are here at Are You Mind? To discover all things, mind, body, and soul. And right, oh, now my girl. Oh, yeah, she's next. But we're going to do Uncle Coco. Hit it. Oh, let me pause the music. Because Uncle Coco got a, he got a tune for you. You know, Uncle Coco always got a little tune. Let's get it.
Lord, I'm so thankful that I'm saved by faith alone. There is nothing I could ever do to deserve salvation. What a relief. You did it all. I want to serve you out of gratitude alone. Amen. Justification. Our guilt gone, Christ's goodness given. Gratitude galore. Good morning. Blessed Wednesday.
Okay, guys. So that was an impromptu Uncle Coco Daily Devotion. I put that out there on YouTube. I wanted to come on earlier, but then we were having some issues with connections, and then AT&T was acting up, and it was also along the same time that the Wi-Fi was Wi-Fi-ing. But it's all good, because guess what? At the end of the day, justification. What Uncle Coco say? Justification is what? Relieves the grief, or relieves the guilt. And no, as long as you know you're justified, please stand on your truth. I stand on business. Shout out to that gentleman, King. Is that his name, King? I stand on business. AT&T Business. Anyway, so next up, so that was Uncle Coco's Daily Devotional. Hope you received it. For those of you who do receive, be sure to go ahead and click the link in my bio. Make sure that you are sowing your seeds, because if you don't move your feet, then we don't eat. Then we like neck and neck. And guess what? I know you like seeing me. I feel it when I'm not present, and how you guys are like on my page and like on me. So make sure that you're also sowing in the seeds, pouring back into me as I pour into you. Okay, you know, if you're receiving the message, you know what to do. I'm not pushing the merchandise as much, because I didn't want it to be so much like, merch. But at the end of the day, is that is how you support me. All right. So go ahead and get your lovely Are You Mod merchandise whenever the store is open back. No, I'm just kidding. Whenever I reopen the vending for that again, I didn't want to put too much focus on that. I didn't want it to be so much like, go get my merch. But at the end of the day, yeah, I'm gonna need y'all to go ahead and start sowing in these seeds. Go ahead and start how do you call it, supporting your girl. All right, support your girl, because you know you like it, you know you love it. So yeah, let's, if you don't move your feet, then we don't eat. Then we like neck and neck. And I know you want to see me, and I want to continue to pour into you, but if I have to waste my time out, and I have to do other things outside, then it takes away from our bonding time here. All right, next up on the agenda. So that was this. We went back to soul because Uncle Coco just came up. He was like, I know y'all must have forgot. Next up, this is a new one. Hashtag free her. Hashtag free her. For those of you who didn't see, this is a lovely woman by the name of Shanteari Weems. Okay, she this is a recent picture of her. This was taken, I think it says December. Let me take a look at that picture. I think it's December 10th. Or December 20th, if not today. I think they took a picture of her today or a few days ago, where she seems to be thriving, honey. You see her posted up. She gives 0. All right, she seems to be okay with the decision that she made. And let's take a look as to what decision she made and how she ended up behind bars. And I want to know, let me know in the comments if you would have did the same, because I ain't gonna hold you. There's a I ain't gonna talk too much. Listen up.
He shoots him. I trusted my husband fully. We were both supposed to be on this crusade of saving children.
Tell me what you were thinking.
Let me see.
Shot. You were thinking when.
Okay.
Parents tell a daycare owner that her husband is molesting their kids, so she shoots him. I trusted my husband fully. We were both supposed to be on this crusade of saving children.
Tell me what you were thinking when you shot him.
These kids was under my care. Parents tell a daycare.
So as you all heard, Mrs. Shanteari shot her husband. Don't know if he died, but she shot him because he was molesting the children at the daycare. And she's right in regards to the children being under her care. So I'm sure she's a mom. It sounds like she's a mom. If she's not a mom, her maternal instincts are high, because she knew that I needed to do something about this person who was causing harm to these innocent children. So like I was saying earlier, children are innocent beings. They only know what they're exposed to. So if they're being exposed to foul play, or if adults are around them being inappropriate, that is the adults misusing their power. And that is not fair to the well-being of the child. So she, on the other end, took matters into her own hand. Okay, oh buddy, hope let this be a lesson to us all. Like, you guys can't be out here harming these innocent beings. I'm sorry if someone did that to you. I truly am sorry if somebody did that to you. But guess what? There are services, all right, that there are therapists out there. Okay, there are life coaches, there are mindful coaches like myself who have the time to talk with you, or who have the time to break it down with you, and who can actually route you or match you over to a licensed mental health professional for further help. But we cannot be taking matters into their own hands. Somebody did to me, so I'm gonna do it to somebody else's kid. Not cool. Because how did you feel when it was done to you? Who was there to protect you? So right on, Shanteari Weems, for defending those children, or doing whatever you felt was in your best power to do it. As you can see, she out here posted up real cute, period. Okay. She's probably got, she's probably like the, what is it? HNIC out up there, you know, like she looks like they taking care of her. She looks great. She looks happy because you know what, in her heart, she did what she felt was justified for the children. Because if we are not here to protect the children, who will? Who will? Husband, no husband, whatever the case is. Sorry, not sorry. I can't be out here touching kids. Period. 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 Nope, no excuses. And shame on you for those who cover up the people who do that nonsense. Shame on you for those who cover up and protect those who do that foolery, because you are just as guilty of that sin as well, if you know. Little message. Is that all we got for today? Let me see. Yup. All right. COVID, Shanteari. That was all we had for today. So for ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for joining. Thank you all for hearing me, coming back into the chat. You're probably going to catch the playback, and that's cool. All right. AT&T. My girls, Abigail and Kanisha, your days is coming. All right. I say that meaning what you do, karma is real. Okay. So make sure if you are customer service representatives and you do have the ability to make a difference in one's circumstance, make sure you're using your powers for good and not abusing it. Because just because you didn't handle the matter, God did. And because God had to intervene, because you were given chances to correct the matter, guess what? God don't play about me. When folks I say it, I'm going to say it because people like to say it for fun. I'm saying it for real. Y'all don't know what I've been through in this lifetime, and it's not your business unless I share it with you. But all I'm going to say is that I stand here, right here. All this, God, vision, direction, everything you're seeing, not of me. As I read earlier, Matthew chapter 10, verses 16 to 39, he will speak through you. Y'all need to keep the faith, keep hope alive. Times are crazy. Stay prayed up. Keep your mind, your body, mind right, money right, ready for war. But keep your mind, your body, and your soul intact. Make sure these all three are working interchangeably. Make sure we're doing self-checks and balancing acts on ourselves. Make sure we're taking heed to what our partners and our loved ones are saying about our behavior. Make sure we're correcting that. Let's not take heed to, oh, I'm just a human. Well, you know what? Go on ahead with your business. Stay weak on that side, but not over here, because that's for me and my will. Serve the Lord. Love you guys. Didn't know that it was going to be this spiritual, but to the season, we're going to get more festive and, you know, more a little bit holiday cheer. But I already started with the holiday cheer nails. So until next time, are you mad? Peace. Make sure you go ahead and check out your girl Nikki New on all audio podcast platforms. I appreciate you all for just joining, for watching, for liking, for commenting, and make sure you keep the message going. You are loved. Peace. Oh no, not that one. My bad. Here you go.